Hey, everybody. Hey, how's it going? I'm Joe Gates, and you guys just tuned into the most awesome show ever on this Tuesday night in the middle of June in 2022. Thank you so much for being here. I see people filtering into our beautiful, immaculate virtual theater. I see people sitting on couches, sitting on chairs, sitting on the floor. I see everybody just prepared for the wonderful gift of laughter and improv that we're about to give you. We're Hot Switch. You could have been anywhere tonight, and you're here. While you're at it, actually, if you haven't already, what all improv groups need is inspiration. We need a muse. That muse might be you tonight. You could be mildly famous for just a little while by giving us a beautiful word of inspiration, something that brings you joy, and just put it right over here in the comments. And our wonderful technician, we could do nothing without Colin Hot Switch Mallee, will actually pluck one of those, as legend is told, and use that to inspire the entire group. If you don't know who we are, we're Hot Switch at Hot Switch on Facebook, at hot_switch on Instagram. But you know what? I think we waited long enough. I think we need to bring all of the hotties in here right now. Hotties, get in here. Oh. Yeah, hotties.
Hotties are here.
All of the hotties.
Boy.
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, Joe.
Hey Joe, how you doing?
It's been a while, but what I think it's time to drop a little bit of Hot Switch lore, like we usually do every Hot Switch show. Because not a lot of improv groups, they're like, "Hey, great waffles," and then here's some waffles, as they're seen. But we like to give we want everybody to know who we are, right?
Yeah, we would never talk about waffles.
No, we wouldn't. But I mean, we should probably talk about the midsummer small business lemonade stand that we started the other week.
Yeah.
I think, $128 profit so far that's not nothing.
I don't think that's enough.
Oh. Yeah, and you don't think about the overhead, lemons. We got them free, I guess. But I mean,
we did smuggle them on that biplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and jet fuel is not as cheap as we thought that it was going to be. And it turns out our retirement packages are pretty substantial.
Yeah.
So that takes a bite out of the prof,
Takes a little bit of a bite out of the profit. And I was like, well, where else can we scrounge up? And that's when I don't want to buff my nose or anything like that. But that's when I started going to everybody's home and just scrounging around the couches and cushions. And I came up with $24.
And you didn't tell us, Joe. I remember the one day I came home late from the movies and you were digging in my couch.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like a badger going after quarters down in the rumpus room.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, last Thursday when you showed up at the lemonade stand, you were pretty tired. And I think it's because you were up all night rummaging around those cushions. I'm a little worried about you, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because I went back to Liam's house after I went to see a movie, and you were digging through his couches again.
Yeah, well, I thought I had in my stupor, in my sleep deprived stupor, I had forgotten that I'd returned there. That was actually my third visit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I found one more penny though.
Okay. You guys could be a little more delicate with my couch cushions because they were all scraped up. There was fluff all over the room. So we got the cereal boxes.
The cereal boxes was me.
Oh.
I'll take credit for that. That was my bad.
I also like to keep my nails longer. So,
you know this. You know that about Joe. That's just gonna happen.
You're like, look at those. You're like, I have a little bit of like, white to the ends, But man, yeah.
Well, maybe we could use some of our profit to buy Liam some new pillows.
I think that's what that $24 is definitely going.
That's fair. Yeah.
Cool.
May have been 18 hours of work. $24 of profit. So
welcome to America.
You can pay yourself.
Thanks, Obama.
Oh man. On that note, we should probably get this show on the road. Mr. Hot Switch Technician. Is there anything that tickles your fancy?
There's one that really tickles my fancy. Just because I want everybody watching to know I put a lot of work into making the thumbnails for these shows. And I think this one might be my best work yet, except for the Austin Powers one. That one is also very good.
That was also very good. Yeah.
This one's very good, and I feel like it might sway how this show is going, because our suggestion is booty, specifically the pirate kind of booty.
Ooh, pirate booty.
Okay, pirate booty. Thank you, pirate booty.
And that's from Fire Sign 99. Thank you, Fire Sign.
Thank you, Fire Sign 99. All right. Thank you, Pirate Booty, and here goes the show.
Did you bring it?
Got it. I have it. I have it in my pocket. Oh my god! It's an oyster.
Oh.
I know. You can take it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I mean, when you said just like go to the beach and bring me something, I'll admit I was a little like struck by the options. Like it was a lot. But it's symbolic of how I feel about you. Todd?
Stacy, I really like this oyster. I like it a lot. And I think that's symbolic of how I feel about you. I really like you. And I really like this oyster. I don't think I've ever seen an oyster quite as nice as this one. And I can tell that you spent a lot of time on it.
Thanks. Yeah. Yeah, it definitely isn't the first thing that I saw when I went out there to the tide pools. There were urchins, there were sea stars, there was seaweed. There were a lot of things that loosely represented our relationship and our love affair. But then I walked a little further into the sea and I stubbed my toe on something and it felt like kind of interesting. Like it wasn't one of those where I was immediately terrified. And I reached down and I picked it up and I looked at it and it was this oyster and it opened, like it just gave me like a little like, and I took that as a sign.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great, Stacy. And thank you. I know, your family vacations are really important to you. So taking some time to think about me is wonderful. And these past couple weeks that we've been seeing each other have been great. Stacy, I have something I want to tell you though.
Yeah.
Stacy, I don't think we should see each other any longer.
I will admit I didn't think that's where you were going with that, Todd.
Well,
Why?
It's just I got offered a new job and it's in the Bahamas. And I don't think that long distance is going to work between us.
Well, just because I'm a desert climatologist who's scared of airplanes, I just feel like we had something beautiful here and you're just gonna let it die. Like it was just happening.
Well, as an offshore banker, I just don't know if it'll ever work between me and a desert climatologist, given the distance.
There must be deserts that are offshore. I I just feel like you're not really thinking this through.
But in the Bahamas,
What
Stacy.
about Chile?
What about Chile?
Is that not technically? I'll admit, I haven't looked here, and I'm not 100% sure what offshore means. Which shore?
Click.
Like,
Like,
We now return to Are You Afraid to Fall in Love? All right, thank you so much for tuning back in. Oh, and look at the lovely, lovely contestants that we have here. I have to say that here on Are You Afraid to Fall in Love, we do nothing but go through the line outside our studio trying to get in for a free ticket and pick the most wholesome, beautiful people with the biggest ingenue, doe-eyed looks to see if they are indeed afraid to fall in love. First off, we have Eugene. Eugene, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm so good. I'm no-eyed, ready to be surprised right now. Maybe fall in love or whatever. And, I love Job except beer.
Or
We'll see.
Or so, yes, we'll see. Next we have Janine. Janine, how's it going?
I'm just so thrilled that you picked me out of that line.
I'm so glad. Is that a sense of fear that I sense about you? We'll get to that. Next we have regular old Jean. Jean, how are you doing?
good. I'm feeling okay. I felt better when I woke up this morning. Now I have a little bit of, I'm not sure if it's indigestion or I don't really know.
Or is it fear?
It's hard to say at this point. It's sort of like, it feels like bubbles are moving around, but it could, I'm not 100% sure yet.
Or is it butterflies?
It could be the early pangs of love, or it could be a sense of existential dread. I'm not sure yet.
You weren't supposed to answer that, but that's so. You know what? Actually, no. I will take that to heart. I will take that to heart.
I think I will say that I'm sensing not quite as much ingenue from the other contestants as yours truly. I think I'm, I mean, it seems like some stomach thing, or, and
Well, Eugene, so you're sensing something from Janine and Jean?
Yeah, I'm saying that I'm here. I'm pretty freaking doe-eyed, and
Click. Thank God you're here. We've got a hostage situation up on the 24th floor, and we need your expertise, McDonald. Right, McDonald. It's one of those situations, just like back in Guatemala. Now, I know you and I had a relationship in the past, but that has nothing to do with it. We got 16 school children up there.
16?
Yeah.
That's quite a bit. Oh, this does feel a little bit like Guatemala. All right. How many snipers do we have on the roof?
We got 2 up there, 2 up there, and 1 way back behind the building. All of them got line of sight right now, but we need those kids out before we can take any shots.
Okay. What are their demands?
They're asking for a helicopter on the top of the building.
Okay.
And they want $2 million in cash.
That's a lot of money. I don't have that much money in my piggy bank.
I noticed, McDonald. Now, I know you're late for chemistry class, but I'm going to hand the horn over to you, and you're going to talk to him, okay?
Okay, I think... All right. Hello?
What do they say?
Hello, this is the criminal speaking.
Hello, Mr. Criminal. Look, I don't want to mince words, but I'm late for chemistry class, and there are a lot of kids in there and people who just want to go back to with people that they love.
I don't give a shit about chemistry and I don't give a shit about love. Give me the money, give me the copter.
It sounds like there's some deeper issues
Click.
here.
Click.
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 Wow. 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 I haven't seen a takeoff like that since the 22 Olympics. Am I right, Tam?
Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, to see this sort of sprint jump start these athletes is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. I am blown away by the athleticism, by the gazelle-like lack of interaction with normal gravity. I mean, this is a track and field extravaganza. Like, I mean, I can't even, it doesn't even, there's nothing. I know.
There's absolutely nothing. The only way to describe it is gazelle-like, as you have said. And to think that these athletes
Wow.
are only in high school.
Wow. Wow.
All right, here we've got Edwina Emuserson. Look at stretching, getting ready for the 50-yard dash. I mean,
Look.
she had a rough go the first time, but the determination in her eyes is undeniable.
Her physique is amazing. I mean, it is almost like a gazelle and an antelope have interbred, and they've made something that's it's even better, but I just can't, I mean, I look at it, just wow.
A gazelle-elope is the only way to put it, honestly. Look at that prancing. Look at the precision. Wow.
Look at the hooves. Look at the antlers.
Click.
Speak.
Click.
So, you think that you know your pirate food? Well, I dare ya to come down to Pirate Sam's. Well, you can look at an entire explosion of a buffet. It's amazing. There's seafood. We have shrimp. We've got oysters. We've got anything you might be able to take out of the sea, heat up or not, and put into your mouth. Put yourself in my seat and have yourself some snail slop. And you
Click.
like
Click.
Thanks for asking, Chuck. You know, when I was a kid, they said I could be anything when I grew up, and I said I wanted to be a mermaid, and everyone laughed at me, but here I am, the most popular and successful mermaid at Benjamin Aquarium.
They're laughing now. So yeah, it's about your process. What was it like, sort of? Well, I mean, getting the scales and do you have to keep your bottom half wet, or is you gotta get a hose?
Scales surgery.
Let me say you can't even tell. It looks so natural.
Oh, it is natural. I mean, it's me. It's me now, right? And to think about the joy that I bring, not only the visitors to the Benjamin Aquarium, but the other sea creatures. I just don't know what I did to get so lucky in life.
Do you ever miss your what do you call them? Legs?
Every once in a while, I think about dancing around in my what's it called again?
Click.
We mean, I think now that we're on this side of the island, they're going to have a really hard time finding us, and we're going to have a really easy time getting the treasure.
I think so. Hey, Lucy, look, I know when we signed up for this, we thought like, yes, we're athletic. Yes, we're in love.
Yes.
Yes, we've known each other ever since high school. Yes, we went to college. We followed each other. Yes, we got married in the middle of the ocean. We thought that we had like everything going
Yes.
for us.
Yes, we can wear thongs that we've made ourselves out of foliage that we found ourselves.
Yes.
Yes, I will eat it. Yes, I'm in love. Yes, I will pick the sand out of any of the places, anything to win.
Yes. And like, and we also thought you're like, okay, if we have to win, yes, I might hurt somebody. Yes, I might hurt myself. Yes, I'll jump something.
Click.
Click.
Have you been injured by a pair of socks that's too clean, or a banana peel, or maybe just a good cleaning product? Call me, Samantha Stein, the slippery lawyer.
Click.
Click. Have you been injured in an accident that happened real slow and you may have been able to avoid it? You just call me. My name is Gino, and that's all you need to know. Gino, the slow-mo lawyer. Did you see it coming? Did you not do anything?
Click.
Click.
Breakups are tough, aren't they? I know. I had to break up myself. But don't worry. There is help out there. Come on down to Pirates Cove, where you can have a great meal. Shrimp and snails and all kinds of old bay crabby products. Doesn't that sound nice? Hear this
Click.
testimonial.
Click.
Do you ever want to be in other people's commercials? And you're like not afraid, not really sure how to like react or whatever, and then it's over, and then you're not sure if you should turn your camera off.
Click.
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 So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to take your shrimp and you're going to want to toss them just lightly in some oil and vinegar. And you're just going to want to, yeah, exactly. Just like that, Janine. And then you're just going to want to just grab a pineapple and you're just going to rip the top off of it. And you save that because we're going to plant that in our garden. It's going to be amazing. And then we're going to roll it. So we're going to roll our pineapple. We're going to roll our pineapple just like this. Yes. Just like this. Okay. And then we're going to pick it up and we're going to throw it over our shoulder. Fuck that pineapple. Never even liked it. I'm allergic. Okay. Next thing we're going to want to do, we're going to want to wash our hands because we are allergic to pineapple. So we're just going to dip them in the solution. We're going to dip them in the solution. And then once we're done dipping them in the solution, we're going to take them out and we're going to grab some more shrimp. Don't forget your shrimp. Okay, so we're gonna get a second bag. Okay, yeah, Todd, grab your shrimp. Okay, and then we're gonna grab some shrimp. We're gonna just put them in the bowl, and then we're just gonna freeze for a second. We're just gonna go like this, and we're just gonna smell the dish. Just smell it. What does it need? What does this dish need that it doesn't have?
Pineapple?
It does need pineapple. Okay. A little bit of that. And you know where we're going to get that? We're going to get it from the pineapple. So if everyone's just going to follow me, we're going to go find that fucking pineapple. Hold on, it's here somewhere.
Click.
Welcome back to Paul's wonderful treasure experience, where all your treasures are put on display. Please call in and tell us about the treasures in your life and how they've affected you.
Ring, ring.
We have a caller already. Thank you, caller. Why don't you tell us your name and what your treasure is?
Yeah, this is Tom Webster, and I'm down at the booty hole, and I wanted to talk about my treasure.
Go ahead, Todd. Why don't you tell us all about that treasure you have in your booty hole?
Well, when I was just a lad, I started deciding that it was time to ride a bicycle, and I rode it, and then that gave me feelings, and I decided that the greatest treasure that I could ever find was myself and my own body. And so I've treasured it, and I give it, and then I take it, and it's like gift that keeps on giving.
Wow, Todd, that's just wonderful. Thanks for sharing that. I'm
Ring,
sure it wasn't easy to come across such a wonderful treasure and
ring,
preserve
ring,
it for all these years.
ring, 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 ring.
Sounds like we have another caller. Go ahead, caller. Tell us your name and what's your treasure.
Hello, my name is Jebediah, and I think when I came of age, I started getting on a surfboard, and then I started to have feelings, and I just realized my bronze arms and my large chest and my long neck and powerful legs, probably the most treasured things that I could ever have, because no one could ever take them away from me.
Gee whiz. What a show we have today, folks.
Ring, 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 ring.
Oh, one more caller. Well, let's see. My heart's already racing.
I'm glad that you said heart, because I'm down here at the clam shack thinking about treasures, listening to all these other people's treasures, and I think my treasure is going to be my heart, because just like a clam, it opens and closes, and that is okay because it is mine.
Isn't that just a wonderful sentiment? Your
Click.
heart can be a
Click.
treasure.
Like,
Hey,
moon at night, sailor's fright, moon during the day, sail away.
I'm so glad I called you Crazy McFurton, because
Oh,
I got dumped really, really hard, and it didn't feel good inside of my body, and I thought a little bit of witchcraft might help.
Breakups love a way of lodging themselves in your nooks and crannies, and you need to cast them out.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad that you came to me under the full moon on the shoreline of the elvish winter.
Yeah. It's really, we're here in the middle of a lot of things. We're in a cove, we're at a shoreline, we're offshore. I think, though loose still on what exactly the definition of that is. I guess mostly what I'm really curious about is is there a spell or something that I can eat that's gonna heal this gaping wound inside my chest?
Well, my dear niece, it's going to take some time. This doesn't happen overnight, but there is one thing that you could eat to cast the spell away.
Mhm.
And it is, I've got it here somewhere. Oh, yes. It's this pineapple.
Click. Captain Stacy and Todd, it seems like the interlopers have gotten themselves on another ship and are coming up behind us. What should we do?
Captain Todd, why don't you tell him?
I think let's approach cautiously.
Oh, you would want to approach cautiously, wouldn't you?
Well, Captain, I think it's fair to kind of head over an olive branch sort of peaceably, and wait for them to be aggressive.
Well, that's what you're really good at, isn't it? Waiting. Hand an olive branch and wait. But no apology. No.
Co-captains, they are approaching swiftly.
Swift approach. What are we going to do? Wait around?
Well, are you asking me? I'm on the bridge.
I'm asking Todd. Go ahead, Todd. Tell us.
I mean, do you forget the blowguns? I think, it was like 1 parsec ago that we sort of had to jump into lights.
They'd hit the ship and they breached the hull. Shields are down to 2%.
The hull's been breached and I haven't heard, and I'm sorry yet, Todd. What's it going to be?
Well, maybe we shouldn't have been, so vulnerable. Maybe we're wrong to expose sort of the soft parts of ourselves.
Are you feeling this? Click.
Oh, honey, it's okay that you didn't get cast in the school play. Let's go home and have a snack. I made you some cheese and crackers because they're dry and crumbly and cracked just like you.
Click.
So we thought that the good concept for the album would be to capture just what heartbreak is like. Really, when you're out on the sea and your heart's been broken, nothing can repair it. Or at least it feels that way. But of course, that's when Black Pete came in and he started playing that salty tune that I just couldn't get enough of. It was stuck in my head. Pete, why don't you play it for us?
It's an oyster, and it gets into your craw. Oysters in your craw.
Quick. Come on, Dad, to Oasis. We're right in the middle of the desert. Come on, down to the middle of the desert. Our aisles are empty. Just waiting for anyone to come by and see all the massive deals that we have at the Oasis.
I'm here for the deals. I just want to thank you for being in such a dry. I'm an expert in this. I'm a climate climatologist.
Click! Yay! Scene! Everybody come back in. Oh my god. I'm so glad we got to see Stacy again.
You're back.
Oh man. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in. Again, you could have been anywhere in the world. You chose to spend your evening with us, so we love you for that. Big shout out to Adil Rafai. Adil Rafai is our coach/director. Much love to you out there, wherever you are, Oasis or offshore, wherever it may be. And a huge shout out to our beautiful, wonderful, talented, and just excellent overall technician. So big round of applause. Thank you so much, Colin. We couldn't do this without you. If you're like, hey, I love this, I want some more, you know what? We have a YouTube page. You're on it right now, probably. So if you like what you see, hit like. If you really want to help us out with like YouTube's algorithm, follow us, subscribe. Knock that bell, hit that bell, smack that bell, whatever you want to do in order to get that bell to ring-a-ling-a-ling. And if you want to catch up with us and like see some of the really cool videos that we put together and has been expertly tailored into digital code by our technician, Colin here, you can go to @HotSwitch on Facebook. You can go to @hot_switch on Instagram. And you can just kind of like keep track of us there and see when we're coming up with our next shows or any of the little kind of clips that we have from our past shows. In fact, our next show is going to be July 19th. That's a Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you're there. So, guys, is there anything else I'm missing?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thanks so much. We hope you have a wonderful summer. We hope you had a wonderful midsummer celebration, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. And slow fade.